Alright guys, after looking through your reviews and talking to quite a few of you, I decided today we needed to spend time simplifying radicals again, and then also spend some time at the end reviewing words to pictures. So with this, you need to fill in the notes page as we go through this video. Pause whenever you need to so that you have time to write down everything that happens, and then keep that note sheet with your notes for reference. What we're going to start with is simplifying radicals. We need to talk again about the difference between approximate answers and exact answers. So here's just a few bullets that outlines what they are. An approximate answer is when you're rounding. So to get an approximate answer, you just need to plug the radical into your calculator, and we're going to round it off at 2 decimal places. So anytime I ask you for an approximate answer, that's where you just need to use your calculator and then round. For exact answers, an exact answer is still going to have a root within the answer. This is where you use your factor tree. You're going to find a perfect square that multiplies into that number. And remember that your partners can go outside, but the loners have to stay inside. So what I want you to do is take a minute right now, and on your note sheet, fill in your first 12 perfect squares. So we're going to do 3 examples together. Our first example is the square root of 72. So to get my approximate answer, I just need to type in the square root of 72 in the calculator. And when I round it to 2 decimal places, I get 8.49. The exact answer is when I use the factor tree. So I'm going to break down 72. The first perfect square that multiplies into 72 is 36. The square root of 36 is 6. So my partners are 6, the loner is 2. So my exact answer is 6 square root of 2. Sorry, I ran out of room on the side of that, so it looks a little messy. For the square root of 48, again, to get the approximate answer, pick up the calculator, type in the square root of 48, and when I round it to 2 decimal places, I have 6.93. For the exact answer, I'm going to divide 48 until I find a perfect square that divides the number evenly. I find that 16 is my first perfect square that divides 48. 16 times 3 is 48. The square root of 16 is 4. So my 4 partners go outside, and the loner of 3 has to stay inside. And for the very last example for simplifying radicals, we have the square root of 245. Again, the approximate answer when I type that in my calculator is 15.65. When I look for the exact answer, the biggest perfect square that divided 245 is 49. 49 times 5. 49 breaks down into the partners of 7 and 7. And then 5 is my loner. So the exact answer is 7 square root of 5. So there's a quick review over how to simplify radicals. For words to pictures, a couple reminders that might help you guys in your worksheet today. Remember, whenever we're given a percentage or fraction or a comparison, you want to change all of that into a fraction because the denominator of this fraction will tell you how many boxes you need to make all together. So that's the bottom number. The top number, or the numerator, tells you how many boxes to assign the numbers to. So when they say that, Janie has 1/4, well then whatever number they give Janie, that needs to go in one box. Decide whether the number given is a piece or the total. So they're always going to give you some sort of information. They're either going to give you everything all together or just a piece of the information. So that's what you need to figure out. And the last and most important piece is always highlight the question asked at the end. There's lots of different things you can find, but you have to make sure you're finding exactly what they're asking for. So the words to pictures, I am going to mark what I know and then draw my picture. So 2/9 is the fraction 2/9 of Samuel pays goes to taxes. He takes home the other 7/9. The amount he has paid before taxes is $18,000. So this $18,000, this is what he's paid before they take taxes out. So this is my total. So when I draw my picture, this $18,000 needs to be split up between every single box. Now they want to know how much of his paycheck is taken out in taxes. So here when I ask myself, okay, are they asking for the total or a piece? They're asking for a piece. Specifically, they're asking for 2/9. So 2 of my 9 boxes will add up to his taxes. So I'm going to draw my picture. I need 9 boxes. I know 2 of these boxes go to taxes, so I'll do that in blue. And the other 7 is the amount of money that he takes home in his actual paycheck. We've already said the total for the entire box is 18,000. So I need to figure out what 18,000 divided into 9 boxes equals, which 18,000 divided by 9 is 2,000. So if each individual box represents $2,000, then that means his taxes, the 2 boxes, is going to be 2 times 2,000. So I know that he has $4,000 taken out in taxes. Hopefully you guys can read that. So that's the first example we're going to look at. The second words to pictures example, a ballet. In the ballet, Janie does 4 pirouettes. If she does 2/7 of all the pirouettes, how many pirouettes are in this recital? So again, I'm going to mark the text. Jamie does 4 pirouettes. This 4, that's a piece. She also does 2/7 of all the pirouettes in the recital. So again, this denominator of 7 tells me the boxes. And this 2, it tells me how many boxes belongs to Janie. The question, again, the most important part, how many pirouettes are in the recital? So here they're asking me for the total number of pirouettes. So I need to figure out what one box represents so that I can add up what all 7 mean. So I have my 7 boxes. I know that 2 of them belong to Janie. And Janie did 4 pirouettes. So if Janie did 4 pirouettes, how many pirouettes is represented by one box? So if Janie has 2 boxes and she did 4 pirouettes, 4 divided by 2 is 2. So I know that every box represents 2 pirouettes. Since there's 7 boxes, that means that my answer will be 2 times 7, which is 14. So there are 14 pirouettes in the recital. I hope this quick run through of these examples helped a little bit. What you guys need to know is your test is going to be on Wednesday. So for tomorrow when I'm back in class, I need you guys to have your review from Thursday finished. You need to have this worksheet that you're about to get finished. And then Tuesday, we still do have the very last lesson, which is words to expressions. Remember, that's questions 1 through 4 on the review. So if you still don't understand those, we'll go through that on tomorrow. So remember, test Wednesday, have all your homework done, use this entire hour to work so that you guys are prepared for Tuesday and Wednesday. Good luck.